is Kristen of the Oosterhout Free Library. If you need help seeing better, like I do, you will go to an eye doctor for help. Well, today I'm going to share with you a book that's a biography, which is a true story about a scientist, inventor, and ophthalmologist, which is an eye doctor. And her name is Dr. Patricia Bath. You're going to learn a little bit more about how people see and do an activity that shows you just how important it is to have two healthy eyes. So let's get started with the biography book, The Doctor with an Eye for Eyes.
The Doctor with an Eye for Eyes, the story of Dr. Patricia Bath, written by Julia Finley Mosca and Daniel Riley is the illustrator, published by Innovative Press. If you like to think big, but some say you're too small, or they say you're too young, or too slow, or too tall, pay no mind to their doubts and just follow the path of one awesome inventor, Patricia E. Bath. On the 4th of November in Harlem, New York, one family, the Baths, got a gift from a stork. A baby, Patricia. Quite clever was she. All the good she'd accomplish, the world would soon see. Now, this girl from New York, she loved playing with boys. Her big brother, so thoughtful, shared all of his toys. Every hobby he had, she would copy, it's true. She said, anything boys can do, girls can do too. Yet the toy she loved most, she will never forget, was a gift from her mother, a chemistry set. Well, it got her to thinking, hey, science is neat. This new passion of hers, it just couldn't be beat. As she grew a bit older, she yearned to do more. With science, I'll help the world's sick and the poor. And a friend of the family's, a doctor so swell, inspired the teen, I can be one as well. But doctors back then, most were men, you will find. Still, Patricia stood firm. That did not change her mind. See, her father was smart and a jack of all trades. He had taught her we're equal, all genders, all shades. Yes, her parents were thrilled. They encouraged her goal. They said nothing's off limits, no job, dream, or role. The Baths didn't have much, but were wise nonetheless. Education, they said, is the key to success. Now the problem with that, every nearby high school was only for white kids with money, not cool. So, to high school by train, nothing stopped her, you will see. And though most kids took 4 years, she finished in 3. What next? Off to college, then medical school, where she found that her classmates were boys as a rule. And when girls weren't allowed to sit in the front row, Patricia said, phooey, that won't make me low. All those unfair restrictions did not bring her down. There were more pressing matters and no time to frown. A decision was due, what her focus would be. I've been thinking, she said, I will help people see. Then she studied the eye as an eager intern. Treating hospital patients was what helped her learn. Through her work, she discovered there's something not right. Her black patients were blind 2 times more than the white. What has caused this to happen? She wanted to know. In locations like Harlem where money is low. She came up with a plan. We must conquer this plight. The public, she said, must prioritize sight. With this mission in mind, the new doctor went west. At a school near the sea, she spread word of her quest. She was young, but her knowledge and skill made her wise. She taught hundreds of students to understand eyes. But it wasn't all cheery. Something she would fight, like the desk in a dungeon that barely had light. No, thank you, she said. I will need a new placement, 'cause nobody puts Dr. Bath in a basement. Well, she got that new desk. Then she hit a grand slam when she started an eye doctor training program. She would lead it for years, and what makes that so sweet? She'd be the first woman to achieve such a feat. Do you think she stopped there? No, sirree, she did not. All her goals to help people, she still had a lot. I will find better treatments for blindness, she swore. Straight to Europe she went, where she studied some more. In cities like Paris, she learned all about lasers. These light beams, she said, will be little eye savers. She practiced for months. Oh, and one final mention. Her research, it led her to make an invention. This tool she developed, a new laser probe, fixed the eyeballs of patients all over the globe. And because of her work, those without sight for years, like 15 or 20 or 30 more years, they could finally see. We should give her 3 cheers. Hooray, Dr. Bath! Hooray, Dr. Bath! Hooray, Dr. Bath! But wait, she did more. She created a place to bring hope to the whole human race. Its motto is this: rich or poor, black or white, healthy vision's important. It's everyone's right. Now, for all that she's done and the progress it brings, Dr. Bath is well known. She's accomplished great things. But applause for her work? Well, to her it seems strange. Fame was never her wish. What she wanted was change. Yes, that girl from New York with the chemistry set, who was born when most doctors were men, don't forget, grew to be quite a hero, but she'll never boast. It's her will to heal people that matters the most. So if helping the world seems too hard, you are wrong. If some say you can't do it, don't listen. Be strong. Like Patricia, stay focused, push forward, shine bright, and you'll find all your dreams will be well within sight. Dear reader, begin each day by asking a question, and let the answer lead you to another question, and you will discover that learning and knowledge are an infinite playground. Dr. Patricia Bath.
Dr. Patricia Bath never gave up. She identified a problem and invented a solution. Thanks to Dr. Patricia Bath, more people around the world can get eye exams, eyeglasses, and the very important surgery that Dr. Bath invented. It helps people to see. You might be wondering, how do people see? Well, of course, we see with our eyes, but how does the eye work? And why were some of those people in the story blind? Well, let's take a little bit closer look at how we see.
Inside your eyes, there are tiny lenses. They shine the light onto the back of your eyes, and this sends a message to our brains that helps us identify what we're seeing. The lenses bend the light so that it makes a picture of what you're looking at. Just like we see here, this picture of dandelion flowers.
Dr. Bath's surgery and invention helped people who could not see because they had a cataracts in their eye. What is a cataracts? Well, everyone has a lens in their eye that's normally clear, like a window that's just been cleaned or this glass jar, and makes it easy to see through. And now that lens can get cloudy over time, which happens to some people as they get older. And a cloudy window and a dirty lens makes it harder to see. So Dr. Bath invented this surgery because she thought it was the right of all people to have two healthy eyes. And now the next activity you're going to do will demonstrate why it's important to have two healthy eyes. You're going to need a cup, a small object like a paper clip, about 10 of them, and a table, and you're also going to need a family member or a partner to help. You're going to ask a family member to stand behind a table and place a cup on the table. Now you're going to take 5 steps back from the table, and the cup and the table should be between you and your family member. You're going to cover one of your eyes with your hand, and you're going to keep it covered. Now the other person's going to hold the paper clip 2 feet above the table, and they're going to slowly move the paper clip around the table. And now when you see that the paper clip is above the cup, you're going to tell them stop, and the other person is going to stop moving the paper clip and drop it. Now you're going to repeat that with the rest of the paper clips or small objects. And you're going to try to get as many paper clips as you can into the cup. And when you're done, count and write down how many paper clips made it into the cup. And then repeat the experiment. This time, don't cover any of your eyes. Then count how many paper clips made it into the cup and see what happens. Did you get more paper clips into the cup with one eye, or was using 2 eyes better? Keep exploring, never give up. See you next time. Bye.